Oh my good golly, oh me, oh my, oh Miss Molly, Tyler, you were first! Again! Careful, pal, it'll become a habit. My God, Indy! Second because I was cooking food. Oh, what were you cooking? What were you cooking, Tiger? Oh my God, how's life? How's the wife? How's the kids? Oh God, I'm sure glad nothing's gonna interrupt my Outer Wilds VOD number 3 that I'm only an hour into. What can I say? What can I say? Listen. It's not my fault. Same Twitch time, same Twitch channel, you know? He's alive. Yo! Official thanks for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Apologies for the delayed start on my part. Oh my gosh, he's risen, baby girl. So true, so true. I hope you had a good stream. I don't know what you were streaming, but I hope it was fun. I hope it was enjoyable. All right, Nap. Say your full address out loud. Huh? No one can hear you? What? You can't hear me? You should be able to. Huh? Wink, wink. I'm so confused. Huh? Oh, it says you can hear me. Hi, Napoleon. Also, how was the hike? The hike was grand, Tyler. Thanks for asking. You know, really broke a sweat this time. By God. We could hear you before stream. Huh? For like the last minute, we heard your insane muttering. And what do you mean? Wait, what did you hear? Wait, specifically what? Wait a second. What? Wait. Specifically what? Nothing? Okay, thank God. Jesus Christ. Look at the time messages were sent impossible. I don't have those on my display, King. I don't see time next to your messages. What do you mean? The chat box that the breakout chat box that I have, it doesn't have timestamps next to it. I'm not using Chatterino, pal. Listen. Well, I hope you've all been well then, and I'm glad that nothing important. I heard a door close and some mouth trumpets and shouts to a roommate that wasn't audible. That was it. Okay, thank God they weren't audible. That was my main concern. Jesus Christ. No, there. It was really close, cool when you were muttering your social security number into the mic before stream. I mean, it's a pretty. I'm ancient. I'm old. So it's a pretty simple number, you know. It's 20, and then it goes to 10. That's the number. That's what it is. Mostly insane muttering. It wasn't insane. I was just talking to myself about what I needed to do this week. That's not insane. You're insane. Oh my God. 8 out of 10. I'll take that. That is a gold star from Allie. Oh my god. 12 out of 10. How? Hey, what can I say? Sometimes it lines up. Sometimes it lines up and I can take a good swing, you know? Anyway, chatters. Welcome back to some classic Minecraft. Oh dear god, why is it not loaded up? Hello? My Minecraft about to crash? Oh my god. That's funny because you guys thought I was dead, but I'm not. But that is funny that it did delay like that for a second. Huh. What do you know? But nope, not dead. Right here. You thought. Why would you think I died? I will live forever in this world, I'll have you know. I will be here forever and always. There's no shot that I'm ever dying. Come on. I'm done with meal prep. I made my favorite pasta. Now I get to watch Nappy. Yippee! Yippee indeed. Yippee! Oh my god. Andy, what'd you make, King? What'd you make? Meal prep Monday, my god. Okay, he's alive and hardcore. We can end stream. Pack it up, folks. Or maybe I just painstakingly remade the hardcore world. Who knows? Who knows, you know? Who's to say? Nap 8 days till my birthday. True. Oh my god. Not quite, a little over a week. Well, I hope you're excited. I hope you plan to have streamers and a ticker tape parade and the like. Are you enjoying my new bit in general? What? Pretending it's Groundhog Day again? Yeah, what a bit. What? Back it up, Bill. All right, you know, jeez. I'll admit, it got a little bit of a, you know, it got a little bit of an exhale out of my nose. But I won't have that again. Oh my god. I saw it. I instantly, like, I had a little exhale, then I went, oh god, this is gonna be the next Batgirl, isn't it? It's gonna be June and I'm still gonna be hearing about groundhogs. I know what you mean, Nap. It is Groundhog Day again. Uh-huh. Sure, man. Sure, whatever you say. Yeah, sure. Oh my god. It's just, it's just something I came up with. Spicy tomato sauce with chorizo, sausage, and penne. So good. It sounds delectable, King. I should make some pasta soon. I haven't made, oh, I can make ziti. That'd be sick. I haven't made ziti in forever. Like a nice baked ziti. Oh. I don't know if I got any like ricotta or anything, but anyway, that's for me. I gotta figure that out. But that sounds delectable. You've inspired me. Oh man, pasta's so good. It's so versatile. It's so capable of just being all I need in a day. You know. It's why don't more people just only eat pasta? You know, only consume the Italian diet of pasta, and more pasta. Lubricate as needed with olive oil. Oh, Melron. Oh my god. Tyler! Not Pot Talk Me Phil. No! Oh my god. Thank you for the gifted, but Jesus Christ, King, it's not even a real, it's a groundhog. You changed your Stream Beats playlist the instant me and Allie figured out what songs were on it. Huh? No. No, that sounds insane. You sound bonkers. You sound absolutely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, King. What kind of an absolute monster would I be to change up the stream songs to ensure no one could figure out what they all were? That would be crazy. That'd be crazy. Oh my god. But I hope you've all been well. I'm not late, you're late. That one. I think I started on time, actually. I didn't, actually. I was a little late. I did start a little later than I meant to, so you know what? Fair ball to you, King. The stream started on the right time. I just didn't get to turn on the actual stream part on time, you know? Okay, well now it sounds like you did it out of paranoia. Well, I would have to be a paranoid person, wouldn't I? And I'm not paranoid. The day that I'm descriptable as paranoid is you know, the day that I don't know, what's something that'll never happen. The day that John Wilkes Booth comes back from the dead, you know? My stream streak of 55 was done today, Nap. Be proud of me. Yo! 55 straight? Jesus Christ. Nap, you are so paranoid. I'm not paranoid. How dare you? It's your one defining character sheet. Huh? No, I have several character sheets, King. I cheated! I'm just gonna ignore it. I have several character sheets, actually, because I played lots of D&D, so I'll have you I'll have you know. Music's a little loud compared to everything else. Oh, good to know, good to know. I had retooled the playlist a little bit, so it is good to know that. How's that? Is it better? Yo, Crisis! I choose to believe the stream title is a Portal reference. You cannot change my mind. I wouldn't try. I wouldn't try, Crisis. I hope you've been well, King. I hope life's been treating you well. I meant to say character trait, but you did say character sheet, you see, so. Nap, did you enjoy my gift? Do you mean the scream? No. No, oddly enough, I didn't find a thrill of enjoyment out of that. Strange though it may be. Speaking of Portal, Nap, you should play Portal co-op with me and no one else with me. Oh, good. That one's back at like the bottom of the sub goals, gang. That's not gonna come up for a hot minute. That thing. We went past that one already. It's back to the bottom of the list. That thing's gonna be forever away. Someday, some sunny day, maybe. But I'll play co-op with me. You know, I'll just be me and two computers. I play Portal co-op with just me. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the stream. Today we're playing Portal co-op, but I don't have friends, so it's just me. I'm playing it alone again, but I'm playing both characters, you see. Is Portal co-op the one where you get the silly little robots, right? Nap, a D&D player? Interesting. This is news? I feel like I talk about it all the time. You do homebrew often? A little here and there. Yeah. I mean, I've never played in like a if you mean like what worlds do I play in? Yeah, I've never played in an official setting. I've only ever played in like my friends' homebrew worlds. But then beyond that, you know, we do some homebrew stuff, like, you know, mostly just house rules more than like characters or classes or anything like that. When I DM, I tend to homebrew like potions and magic items because there's things that I like and I have an idea for, and I'm like, how can I make this work? How can I make this vision come to life? Like when I made a corrupted health potion, I think is what it was. No, unstable. That's what I called it. An unstable health potion, which you can, when you first take, you can sacrifice some hit points, and depending on how many hit points you sacrifice, will then equate on a table to how many extra damage dice you will get on your next attack. My players haven't used it yet, so they don't know that it'll do that, but that is what it does. They just know it's a health potion that seems to have a curling little black ichor in the middle of it, you know? And they're like scared of it. Oh, because it's called unstable. Oh. What about yourself, though? Do we get to play Crusader Kings 3 again on Friday? Maybe, mayhaps, if there is interest, yes. I had a blast with that stream, man. I'm doing a second lap. I didn't mean to do a second lap. I had a blast with that stream, actually. That was really fun for me. But then again, I just really enjoy Crusader Kings. So, you know, relearning that was cool because there was also people in the chat who knew. They knew how the game worked. And I was like, oh my God, they're geniuses. I'm like, you know, I'm all right at strategy games. I'm not like particularly godly at them, you know. I have 7 characters so far. I'm making an 8th. Oh, I named up my session of my campaign with my friends. Want to hear about it? Yeah, dude, what happened? Is this for your world with the you've been telling about with the different gods and stuff like that? My groups tend to be very homebrew heavy, so I do what I can to take advantage to the fullest of for narrative purposes. Ooh, like full on like homebrew classes and stuff like that. That's cool. Recently, I've been doing a play test with some of the latest Unearthed Arcana. Actually, we decided to roll up some of the 2024 edition, 2024 version of 5th edition, 5.5, if you will. And yeah, I'm playing a paladin who's Oath of the Noble Genie, which has been really fun. It's probably been one of my favorite characters, actually. They're really it's a good time. I'm digging some of the new system. There's things that I dislike about it, and there's some worries that I have about it, and like what I think. I'm concerned for some of the lore that might get changed for genies and stuff like that regarding Wizards of the Coast, but we'll see. I think they're gonna gut the City of Brass, and I'm sad about that, but that's because I think they listen sometimes too much. It's this delicate thing where like I have problems with what they're doing that like lumps me in accidentally with groups that I disagree with. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. Like, there's things that are problematic that they should address, but then oftentimes they don't address it. They just cut it entirely. They don't try to like make a good situation out of it or fix it. They just go, let's just have no flavor and no lore. How about that? And I go, well, thanks, gang. Thanks, dude. That's awesome. So cool. I'm so glad that every single new race, or I guess species now, in the player's handbook gets like a quarter of a page of information. Oh, but tieflings get like 2.5 pages because we love to cater to the warlock tiefling crowd, of course. Yes. Roll up another 7. Give them daddy issues again, please. It's so interesting. I'm being joking. I'm joking. I'm just being I'm just listen. Anyway, but yeah, no, it's a shame because I do worry that sometimes they just. I'm happy with what they did with orcs. Actually, I think they actually tackled that cool and like made them interesting and not just like the problematic. These are all tribal evil people, which is a problem. And instead, we're like, oh, let's actually give them interesting lore. Versus like the Drow, which they were like, let's just not give them anything ever at all. Let's just basically cut them. Poggers. Oh my god. What? Is that the Oliver OEM? Oh my god. I do my eyes to see me. Brother, how you doing? Thank you so much for 35 months. Oh god, we're getting old. We've been at this too long, King. I hope you've been well. I hope life's been treating you well, King. How's life? How's the wife? How's the kids? Bro, we're so old. 35 months. I know, right? Oh yeah, let me write down my name real quick. Crisis and Peril are both characters of mine. Oh, that's sick. It stemmed from the train wreck of Mary Sue Avatar. I used to play in some of the chat rooms. Crisis focused solely on the physicality of the Avatar, and it's some Tokyo Ghoul and Venom-esque abilities. Oh, Peril focused on magical abilities, but has none of his own. Instead, he is just Taskmaster and Kashish offspring. Oh, wait, that's sick, dude. That actually goes hard. What they do with orcs? So basically they like they combine them with some flavors of like I'm blanking on the name, but like of the actual cultural group, but it's a mix of them and like Mexican groups and stuff like that, of like nomadic Mexican tribes of like way back when. So they gave them that kind of vibe, and then made them more about being like nomads and really good on the land rather than just like tribal evil kind of thing. And it's like, yeah, the god gave them that, but not necessarily. Like Grumsh gave them these abilities, but they don't all necessarily follow Grumsh. In fact, like lots don't these days, and they're very good, like, you know, survivalists and stuff like that, and they're more leaned into that rather than being just big brutes that are just like, these guys are evil because they don't live in cities, you know. I'm doing okay, thank you. How you been? Brother, I've been living La Vida Loca. And by that, I mean I've been losing my mind. But, you know, it's not the worst. It's not the best. I've been, no, I've been good. I've been good. I just, my computer's been on the fritz here and there. So that's been something I've been trying to tackle for the most part. But overall, not bad. Actually, yeah, play something I don't care about on Friday, like Echoes of Wisdom. I might be driving home with my roommate that day. Go out there. What? I will play in New Vegas, but then play New Vegas and Outer Wilds DLC at the same time at month. On the same time? Oh my god. Shadow Outdo. Oh my gosh. Currently playing a campaign where the DM didn't let us choose classes, and instead we got traits that make sense for our characters. If we want an ability, we have to either train it, explain it well enough, or find manuscripts to learn from. That's kind of cool. That's almost like its own system. That's like, yeah, that's really homebrewed. Oh my god. Nap, do I see a texture pack? What happened to the Vanilla King? This texture pack has always been on. It only applies to specifically netherite items. It's the only thing it affects. I've never not played with it. It's still vanilla Minecraft, and I'll fight you on that. What are we talking about? Oh, D&D and its later editions, or well, its latest edition, I should say. It's a sword. Yeah, it's a netherite sword. Getting moving up in the world, you know. We balling out. We got some netherite now. Yeah, netherite since when? Since it was in the lore, King. It was in the lore. it was in my Christmas lore, you know.
Nap, I am going to prison.
What?
Wait, now for my life sentence. 4-hour shift. Don't forget to buy
Batgirl this Wednesday.
Play Fallout New Vegas Friday to own the libs.
To own the libs? Oh my god. What do you mean? Dios mío. Brother, if there's new people in here, they're gonna think that this is a place that tries to do that. They're gonna We can't say things like that. People will think that that's actually what this. I just said that I dislike the changes to some of the changes to the lore in D&D. People are gonna be like, oh, this is one of those alt-right grifters, you know? Not in canon, you aren't, huh? What do you mean? You don't know what's going on in canon. Nobody does. Yeah. None of you know what's going on in canon. You ain't even. You don't even know what the book said. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Oh my god. But Oliver, how has Marvel Rivals been? I've seen you just absolutely putting in the hours. I need to know. Who do you main, King? I want a great sword to have a reach property because it was often used in polearm alongside spears, but it also used to control space by stopping crowds from getting too close. So I would want
2028. I love Republicans. Hashtag ban OSHA.
Tyler, I'll time you out. Too close, so I want to feet polearm master also apply to the great sword. Brother, that makes no sense. A great sword doesn't reach 10 feet. 5 feet makes sense, yeah. 10 feet? You're crazy. Nap, am I canon? Would you like to be? Still bronze 2, but we still vibing. I main magic mainly. Wow. Still bronze 2, not diamond 2. Well, you know, here I thought you would have gotten to there already. That's surprising though, actually. Mainly magic. Intriguing. I would have had you pinned for a regular tank, you know. Elf Rogue Pirate, curse you, autocorrect. Huh? Oh, did I miss a message? Yes, I want to be canon depth. I don't know. I don't know what I could do though. Big sword goes hard. Big sword go brr. You simply, well, King, simply become a god, you know? It's just as easy as that. Anybody can be, anything can happen if you let it, you know? Did I put down slabs in this yet? I think so. Yes, it looks like yes. I think I got to the slab portion. Yes, okay. We got to the slab portion, that was the important bit. I've been having a lot of fun coming up with ways to represent alchemicals for my LARPing. Yo! Did my message session 0 not send? Curse you, Twitch! Oh wait, I don't see it. No, yeah. There's other campaigns where the DM doesn't exactly want a ton of homebrew, where I've had to still convince them to allow a few slips. For instance, my werewolf Path of the Beast barbarian. I liked how Path of the Beast felt, but it was outclassed by my race alone, so I spent a few hours reworking the class to account for that fact that I was already a werewolf. Dear God. Anyway, gang, so I want a pretty regular game this time, you know? I don't really want any homebrew or anything like that. Nah, I just plain Jane Dungeons and Dragons. So, can I be a werewolf? So, can I be a werewolf beast, Path of the Beast Heart barbarian? So, I started some lycanthropy. That's such a... yeah, I just wanted to really play Jade, so I said werewolf time, you know? You can be a werewolf, rules as written, kind of! That's in the books, sort of! It's sort of in the books. It's not a specific race. It's an illness that can affect you. Howdy chat, howdy Lucas, howdy Mudwars, howdy that. How do Tiger? Welcome back, King. You were third earlier. Let the record show I was. I know, yes, but I had to step away for just this stream began. Fair ball, King. I'll grab a monster manual right now. Oh, so you mean not the player's handbook? You're gonna grab what? Oh, a non-player oriented book for your player character? Huh. Kind of sounds like it's a, what's the word? Variant rule? Oh, okay. I make cookies. What kind? 1 second. I have to double check something. 1 second. I need to know what I'm meant to be doing here. I'm like only so. Are you arguing that Oathbreaker isn't okay? I'm saying it's a variant rule. I'm saying it's not base game. It's a variant. Nap, what are you talking about? With Crisis is talking about the fact that what you call it? They're playing a lycanthrope, and they were like, yeah, my DM really wanted me to play play non-homebrew, and I was like, I mean, that's not exactly plain Jane D&D. It's a variant rule. Nap, when's the Nap verse gonna begin? Gonna happen? What do you mean? I'm with Crisis here. You can be with Crisis all you want. It says in the book, variant rules are not base game D&D. They're variant rules. Your DM has to allow them. You don't get, like, they're not the base rule. You don't have to agree with me. It's in the book. I don't disagree all you want, King. It's not a matter of opinion. Oh. Well, it's the same way that, like, death clerics aren't base game. I was just waiting for Zedcraft and New Depths to become canon. They should be. They really should. I will also be wrong. They really should be canon. You know, I think they are. I think they're canon in like a what's the word I'm looking for? Multiverse. They're the multiverse of Nap, you know. We're gonna make our own multiverse of madness. I'm gonna, okay, so first I have to have kids. First I have to seduce Paul Bettany, then I have to have kids. Okay? Then those kids have to be taken away from me by Patty LaPone or somebody. Okay. Death Cleric, I assume you're not talking about Grave Domain. Correct, I'm talking about Death Cleric, which is different. The Grave Domain is not evil, whereas the Death Cleric is considered typically evil and is technically not a base game cleric. It is a cleric that you have to get, it says next to it, you have to get express permission from your DM to be able to play it. I played by the rules of Monster Manuals and Tasha's. The issue was that they hadn't exactly accounted for the combo of the two, and I do think there's a difference between homebrew and supplement books. I'm not saying it's supplement. I'm saying it's not a player book. I'm saying the Monster Manual says in it that you that it is a variant rule of whether or not you include or allow a player to start with lycanthropy. That's not something that a player can typically choose to start with. They have to ask their DM. What's the Death Cleric? What book's it in? I think it's in the DMG. I think it's in the Dungeon Master's Guide. I believe it's like page 80 or something like that of the Dungeon Master Guide. But yeah, it's like it's not in a player's book. It's in a Dungeon Master book. That doesn't mean a player can't then say, hey, could I play this? And the DM can go, yeah, sure. And then you can play it. Variant rules are in the handbook too. And those are still variants. A variant rule means this is not the base game rule. You cannot do this rules as written unless your DM decides to play with it. I asked and he said it was cool. I know I'm not. I feel like you think that I'm telling you you've done something wrong. I don't care that you're playing a lycanthrope. I'm just saying it's funny that he's like, yeah, so anyway, I want to play base game. And you're like, yeah, anyway, so I started getting the variants out. You lied to me, it's not page 80? Well, it's somewhere in the DMG. I know it's in the DMG, I just don't know what page it's on. I threw out a number, I'll be real, King. I pulled that out of thin air. Do I have no iron kicking around here? Like, I know I have this stuff, but I don't want to smelt it, really. Oh wait, no, I definitely have some over there. Okay, so I'll grab the light, and we'll be good that way. Let me find the Death Cleric. That one's in yeah, in the DMG. You remember what chapter? It's definitely, yes, it's 2014 rule. Go to the index at the back of the book. Like if you go to the index, it'll be there. And then it'll be like Death Cleric or whatever. Then you can look that up. Oh man, so many people are probably like, brother, what are these nerds talking about? What the hell is a Death Cleric? Page 96. I was so close. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, that's based. Oh, that's awesome. Villainous class options, yeah. I think I'm gonna get into multiverses. Yeah, you're gonna get into, you're gonna play Tom and Jerry in Steven Universe, yeah. Well, I hate to tell you, King, I don't think you're gonna have much luck with that one, you know. I get the feeling that for some reason I foresee that won't go well for you. Oh, I knew someone who thought multiverses would fail. Alas. They're not here to gloat. Oh well, save thee, you know. I just saw it on my Steam. I didn't know I had it. Oh well, I mean it was free, you know. Ow! I looked away and I fell. That was my boy. Death Clerics are not getting disintegrated as a domain spell is tragic. Kind of true. They didn't cook very much. They could have gone farther with the Death Cleric than they did. They really like it's alright. It's an interesting one. But it's not nearly as cool as I think it could be. Once again, it's one of those things where I'm like, homebrew would be great for this. Oh, also, yeah, so I should say, for those interested at the very least, the Unearthed Arcana that I was playing was a Paladin of the Oath of the Noble Genie. And what I was saying earlier about that was that my fear is that they're gonna gut the a lot of the elements of the genie elements of it. Because genie and which for genies in D&D are 4 types. There's Marids, Jinn, Ifriti, and Dao, and each one is a representative of a elemental plane of existence. So like Ifriti are in the City of Brass on the elemental plane of fire, Jinn are in the elemental plane of air in the Citadel of Ice and Steel, the Dao are in the plane of rock, and the Marids are in the elemental plane of water. But they're very cool. They're very interesting, and they're all connected to like different they're all connected because the concept of genie come out of like Islam and stuff like that. So they all pay homage to a lot of concepts from kind of like the Middle Eastern area, which is really cool. Its origins were definitely more of a caricature of that back in like the 70s. So, but I would argue 5th edition has updated it a pretty good bit. Enough that I'd say it's kind of in a decent place. I would tweak some things, but not everything. But it's looking like they might just try to chuck everything out and just go, ooh, maybe we won't do any of this anymore because we think it's bad. Or, well, actually, not that they think it's bad. They just don't want to do the work to actually make it not a problem, you know? Because there's lots of people who will decry problematic elements to it, when I would argue that there's several elements to it that are not problematic at all. It's an homage rather than a caricature. But that's neither here nor there. And the main quibble that I have is just people who don't like. So the city of Brass is run by a sultan. It's a caliph in the city of air. It's a khanate in the city of in the plane of earth, and it's a Zaxxon in the plane of water, which are all really cool like cultural identities. The Napverse lore in the big hole, a portal across the world, falling forever and ever through time. When you were sacrificed the hole, it opened a rift. But I flew out of there so quick. Watch the VOD. I got out of there, king. I didn't get sacrificed. It seemed dicey. I put on my elytra and I zoomed, baby. I was like, get me out of here. Get me out of here. This man's gonna try to kill me. That was the first time I met all of it. I was like, what is going on? Oh my god. I was like, who are these people? Dio mio. No, none here. Okay, maybe it is just back at the smelter. Huh. Assassin's Creed falling off a building. Oh yeah, where there's somebody going, oh my god, as he falls. Yeah. I never had it as an emote here, if that's what you mean, but I had it from a different streamer. That makes sense. I was gonna say, yeah, I don't think that was never an emote here, but probably is elsewhere. It may be BTTV. I don't know. You think you didn't get sacrificed, but you just don't remember because the memory wiped. the power of the pit. It stole the memories, locked them in a little jar. Oh god. I need lanterns. Why are lanterns so expensive? Oh, also, MJ, I hope you're proud of yourself. You fiend, you monster. I didn't go read all of the entries on the Wikipedias about Mr. House, despite my desire to. You malcontented monster. I wanted to know more. It was so cool. He's such an interesting character. He's such a terrible person, but such an interesting character. I wanted to know more, but you said I wasn't allowed. I had 2 more links to my chainmail. Jesus Christ, this is gonna take a long time, but it's a labor of love, you know. Big hole's home to powers some would call unnatural. Friggin' Sheev Palpatine over here. You know what? I'm gonna. A lot of people. I remember growing up. So many people would tell Lil Nap. They'd be like, "Oh, those prequels, they suck. Oh, the politics and the trade disputes and everything. Oh, it's just so boring." Who's laughing now, pal? Oh, I don't understand what's going on. Maybe if you had paid attention to what Newt Gunray was doing with the Trade Federation, you'd have a better idea of what was going on. My God. Nobody wants to look at what Chancellor Valorum's going through. No. We have to. Oh, just bring me the laser swords. Lame. I was fascinated as a child by that. Mind you, my first introduction to Star Wars. Actually, that is a fun story now that I think about it. Or at least I think it's a fun story. A labor of love, it has to be. Oh my god. Oh yeah, sorry, it's just dangerous. You might get spoilers on his page. But I get where you're coming from because I've been reading Wikipedia pages of the Legion all morning. I get Autism ramble about it. Some of his lore. If you're intrigued, I am more than happy to talk about it. Yeah, well, he's very interesting. One, like, it was cool to learn the whole, like, oh yeah, no, he was able to defend from most of the. That's crazy. That's actually like an insane capability on his part. I didn't realize dude had like anti-nuke capabilities. I like the prequels. Yeah. I love the politics of the Clone Wars. Exactly. But no. Everybody was like, "Oh, that's lame. That's lame." I don't know what was going on. I was like an infant, but it was cool. Hey, man, So my introduction to Star Wars at all, I had never really heard tell about any of it, but ere I was, you know. I was quite young at the time, you know. It was like I think it would have been early spring, so it would have been probably like April kind of thing. Of well, I won't tell you the year, but I was single digits, and I was young enough that like my siblings weren't able to be around for a long weekend kind of thing. Because they were gone to like, it was some sort of like camp or whatever, you know. And there's a gap between me and all my siblings, so it's like, oh, there's a because of the gap, is like they would do things like I was too young to still go to. But there I was, and you know, I remember my papa was busy, and then I think my mother got called into work or whatever. So their little nap was, you know, just picture the little emote nap. Picture that guy. There he was, just playing with his toys for the morning. When my mother came around and was like, "Hey, listen, here's $10, Bambino. All right, I need you're gonna go up the street to go see Miss Colley. She's just at the top of the block. It's fine, you know. It's." I mean, she's 3 farms over, you know, so it was fine, you know. But anyway, so I got sent along, and we quiz $10 in my hand, la, and I came by. And she was expecting me. She was waiting for me. She was gonna watch me for the day, kind of thing. And we were gonna go to like a convenience store and pick up like chips or whatever. And but when we got back, her husband had left the TV on, and she said, "Okay." The phone started ringing. I remember it very clearly. She had said, "All right, Nap, just go in and watch some television real quick. I just have to get this call." And I said, "Okay, sure thing. You got it, boys." And so there I was, wandering into their little TV area, and the husband had left the television on to a channel I'd never seen before. It didn't have cartoons. It didn't have nothing like that. It was some channel called Spike TV, and I was like, "Oh, what's this? I've never heard tell. What's going on here?" I had the logo, and then slam cut. Star Wars, an ad that showed clips from all 6 movies for the first time ever in television history. All 6 episodes, and they played. They showed a trailer with TIE Fighter going, "Wow!" and I was hooked instantly. It was all these little clips, all these just mega moments from the movies. I was like, "What is this?" It was like an IV into my bloodstream. I was like, "I don't know what that is, but I'm watching it." and boy howdy did we. We watched all 6 movies. It was fantastic. Greatest day of my life. The day I die. But it truly was like this. It was like this biblical experience where I don't think I probably was a little too young to watch them. Actually, I was scared by some elements in it. I remember, but it was like, man, this is sick. What is this thing? It was so just unabashedly cool. In every fiber of my being enjoyed it. You know. Oh, hydrate. Nap's the youngest child. That explains so much. Who said I'm the youngest child? I just said some of my siblings have a bit of an age gap. Maybe they're younger. Maybe only some of them are older. Maybe I'm a middle child. Maybe I'm the oldest. You don't know. You don't know. How I feel about Lego Ninjago. Based. I was like, changed my life forever. I was a changed man. I couldn't go back to my old life. Nap, read my big old message. Oh, I'm sorry, I got too caught up in Star Wars. I also missed Crisis' message. I'm sorry, I missed so many big messages. I was too amped up. I think my favorite homebrew I made was a super simple change to how spells worked for a character of mine. I played a great old one Warlock. Sick, Cthulhu subclass. Telepathy and stuff. And I convinced the DM to let me ignore verbal components while he's a fool. That's what sorcerers are for! That's in exchange for making most verbal spells require concentration. Okay. Why, you may ask? Well, he didn't have a mouth. Okay. Verbal became mental, and his mind was now connected to the weave, explaining the telepathy and mechanic change. Fair. Okay. I see you. I think mayhaps I'll play Outer Wilds DLC again as preparation for this stream that will happen in 4 months. Also, because I'm back to hyperfixing on that game. I want to 100% it, but the last few achievements suck. Oh, what are they? Well, what stuff about house do you want to? I can talk and talk. I'm mostly I'm interested in a lot of his pre-war status. I would like some clarity on his on both his was it his company that I had been in, or was it his brother? The one where like the guy was clearly going insane and had shotgun traps set up and stuff like that. I know the second one was one that they acquired. Robco acquired a second one, which was the one with the museum. But the first one. No, I'm Jay. No doubles. I claim dibs. Get got. Huh? I'm Jay for. Oh, from the. Well, I am Leloid. I don't know anything about Leloid. I just know that he is apparently officially called Leloid because that is what his dad named him. And I think that is an iconic scene. Actually, can I be Oogway? Or whatever the old man's name is? Hi, Ray! How's life? How's the wife? How's the kids? How's the vivisections? Hopefully good. How are you little scruggly little guys? Oh, he did never mind, that slaps. Well, for a minute I was like, oh, what do you mean? Because that's the exact purpose of subtle spell. Sensei Wu? Oogway's Kung Fu Panda. I know Oogway's Kung Fu Panda. I just meant whoever's like in charge. The guy, the old master. I could have called him Master Raiden too from Mortal Kombat. It's just the like classic like here's the old Kung Fu master who's like really powerful but doesn't do much. I assume. That's the only that's only in the movie, and that's only in the movie. The movie is different canon. I don't like the movie. I don't know. Do you get to decide that the movie's not canon? What's wrong with Leloid? His name's funny. He seems funny. spent hours looking at Clone Wars Tumblr. What do you know? There was vivisection. It was fantastic. My God, you missed my story about how I got into Star Wars, and how I'm out here like. Then everybody said that the politics of Star Wars suck, but whoa, lo and behold, had they listened, maybe they would have seen some things that coming. You know. I know the movie isn't canon because the movie is canon to the Lego Movie franchise. Your point? Are you implying that Lego Batman is not canon to the Batman universe? I think it's canon. I think that's canon to the Batman universe. What do you mean? No matter what people tell me, the movie isn't canon. What happened in this movie? Dear God! And it's the worst Lego movie! No, Lego Batman is also Lego Movie canon. No, it's canon to Batman. Batman canon is actually MCU canon. Jarvis, show me that guy. Never mind. What a time to be alive. You know? I could have been some little Victorian boy who got only died from getting a penny lick. But no, I get to be alive to know James Spader is Ultron and the MCU and Lego Batman and Lloyd. Truly blessed. Jesus Christ. Do I not have torches on me? Where are my torches? Oh wait, no, I do. Okay, I thought I did. Lego Batman is not in the DC universe. I refuse to acknowledge anything that ships Bruce and Barbara. It's gross and I hate it. That's fair. But there's also a lot of content that's that. You're right. You're right to feel that way about it. Paul Dini is a whack. But he does add it into a lot of things. They ruined the story in the movie, kept to like only the tiniest bit of source material. And Dareth wasn't in it. So that made me sad. Who's Dareth? Who is this Dareth fellow? Ow. I hope it is not Thunder and Lightning. It's not! Yippee! H&H Tools was his half-brother Andrew, who was cheated Robert out of the inheritance of H&H. Andrew was the paranoid one who thought, oh wait, this is Fowler. I thought this was Ninjago. I was like, huh? H&H Tools was his half-brother Andrew, who cheated Robert out of his inheritance for H&H. Andrew was the paranoid one who thought everyone was in conspiracy for Robert to take him down. Not Andrew Anthony. Ah, okay. Was he in a conspiracy to take him down? Like, was he right to feel that way? Dareth is the GOAT, the brown ninja. I built Sensei Dareth Mojo Dojo in Minecraft. Mojo Dojo Casamiya house? That's awesome. That is very epic. Wow, very epic. Little lanterns, you know. Armadillos keep digging little holes in my backyard. Whatever happened to that, huh? Whatever happened to them little armadillos? You think they kept digging? Gotta go, got my friend a sandwich. All right, Gwen, have fun. Later. Enjoy, I hope it is a good Sammy. I hope it is delectable. Made with good prosciutto. I'm gonna sleep now before I rant too much about Minecraft big day tomorrow. Oh my god. Well, best of luck, King. I don't know what you got on tomorrow, but best of luck. I mean, Lego Ninja. I was gonna say, I was like, you haven't ranted about Minecraft at all. What do you mean? I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just like, oh, okay. I didn't know you were planning to rant about Minecraft. But sure. I don't think there was any particular conspiracy, though. I would doubt House would do that, being the savvy business freak he is. After losing the inheritance to H&H, he still got into CIT and founded Robco and became a 30 times billionaire at 30. What a way to phrase that. So is he meant to be like a savant, like an absolute like genius level, like kind of like IQ or whatever? Is that like House's archetype? I suppose yes. I have to assume that's meant to be his archetype. But at the same time, I've never heard Mr. House say bazinga. So like, can he really be that smart, you know? The driving test tomorrow? Yo, so kind of terrified. Oh, you'll do fine, kid. I believe in you. Come on. Let me know how it goes, dude. I'm sure you'll do great. And you'll be on the roads. You'll be able to take the lorry out onto the what is it? The K5 or something like that. The M5, I think is what it's called. Maybe the M9, the Motorway 9, maybe. Whatever the or that big like eight. The big like 8 different roundabouts that interconnect to make one large circle of roundabouts. You know? What is that thing called? British roundabout with roundabout. Dear God, what is this? This is a monstrosity. The magic roundabout in Swinton. What's magic about it? It sounds awful. I don't know where Swindon is, but somebody called Tilda. Technically, her name is Swinton, but I think it is a good match. God, the roundabouts. Hey, man, worst case scenario, you got the tube, you know? You have to put the car on it. Take the car, drive into the tube. Put it in the tube. Bing, bang, boom, you saved, you know? It'll get you where you need to go. Oh, dear God. What a stupid bit. Sorry, I'm double checking some build designs. Okay, so I meant to do that bit, and then I was gonna add in steps, I think. Oh yes, that element, yes. Of course, but of course. Where's the back of this thing? Back here, yeah. Oh God, that was actually one of Elon Musk's ideas, huh? Hyperloop, I think it was. Oh yeah, no, with the boy, yeah, where he was like, come on, don't build a bullet train, guys. I'll build big, obscene tunnels in an earthquake-prone location. And the cars, all right, listen, the car, I realized I was talking with my hands. They'll go onto little conveyor belts, and they'll be down there all on still and all polluting the air of this tube, and they'll be rocketed around at Mach 5, those vehicles are not built to withstand that element of speed, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I don't even think they got it working to begin with. Yeah, he basically doesn't need to do anything for Robco, so he mathematically simultaneous of simulations of global politics to try and predict the future, which is how he figured out that bombs were going to be dropped 15 years before they actually did, and started prepping Vegas and him to survive so he could contain being the ultimate leader of industry and business forever. See, that's kind of hammy, though. I figured out that they're What do you mean? I determined an algorithm that told me that nukes will be dropped. Okay. Sure, man. Whatever. That's. I feels like you've taken free will out of the occasion, but all right. I mean, you know what? He was correct, so I guess I'm eating my words. It's on me, you know. Grab that one, and then I grab some spruce, which I have grown in the back lot. It was not fine. What? No, surely it was great. Thanks, Elio, but I'm good. None of those are particularly interesting to me. Come on, surely. That's the company that, like, I'm pretty sure that's the one that sold the flamethrowers, right? Was that the one that did that? I feel like yes. Which never made sense to me because they like sold them as if they used them to make the thing, but I'm like, what purpose would flamethrowers have in drilling rock? Like nothing. This thing does not produce the heat required to melt rock. What are you doing? You freak. What are you on about? You sound insane. Oh, well, that guy sucks. But hey, you know what? I'm glad that I got disillusioned with that dude like a decade ago and not recently. You know what I mean? Where it's like, it would feel bad. It would suck if it was like only just now was I like, oh wait, this guy kind of sucks. Wait a minute. Hey, wait a second. You know? Oh, do I not have my enemy sounds on right now? I don't. That could have been bad. Jeez Louise. Good I laid it all over. He's gotta go far. He's gonna crush his driving test, I'm sure. Good head on him. All right, we're gonna go grab up some spruce, and then we'll be good to add on an addition onto that other place. But yeah, I hope. But yeah, this weekend was really fun for me to do some of that playtesting for D&D. I do think it's one of those interesting elements of like building lore that you have to be careful with. So I'm curious to see what they will do with regards to like updating some of their older lore of monsters. But I guess only time will tell. It's a really interesting concept, though. It's the idea that, like, you know, it's effectively like an elemental paladin, which that's cool. I'm digging that vibe, you know. I was never illusioned with Muskrat to begin with. Fair. I liked him because he was in Iron Man 2. Yep. I went, wow, that guy knows Tony Stark. I then later learned that Robert Downey Jr. was not, in fact, Tony Stark. And then I went, hey, wait a minute. Maybe I should look more critically into this man. Maybe just because he was in one of the Marvel movies doesn't mean he's a good person. Wait a second. And I went, hey, wait a minute. This guy kind of Emerald Mines. Which, you know, of course, I learned all about the apartheid from Minecraft, of course. Fucks, I'll do. Welcome. All from their Minecraft Education Edition apartheid map mode, which is again a real thing that they do have. They should add Elon into it. They should. Not as like a brag or something. I simply failed to notice his existence. Yeah, fair enough. I didn't think it was a brag. Don't worry. Yeah. Future content makes it canon that it was later confirmed to him by actual humans, but for a long time it was just he mathed it out, baby. Math! It's the answer. As you now know, the Platinum chip contains an OS upgrade for the Securitron, the defense system that shoots down nukes, but his simulations miscalculated by a few hours and the chip was lost in the rubble for 200 years, making him have to shoot down the bombs on 1.0 and only save some of Vegas and slowly and secretly rebuilding after 60-year coma. See, but like, I don't understand, like, they all physically have the capability. So why didn't he roll out the OS early? Like, why was he waiting right up to the last couple hours to update their operating system? If he's so smart, why didn't he get that squared away, like, first thing? Why not design them with the capability to shoot down there? Why is that a secondary update? That feels like something that you just should, you know, make in the base model. If he knew years in advance that this was gonna, he mapped it out, why didn't he just design them that way? What a freak. I mean, of course, because then you wouldn't have a story, but still, it would be interesting, actually. It would be interesting to see if New Vegas would be like, what it would be like if they had if they tried to do the entirety of the Vegas surviving, like a fully intact city existing in the Fallout universe. You know what I mean? I feel like that's interesting. I feel like, I mean, it's like just not, it would make zero sense, because the nuclear winter that would have happened still would have affected Vegas, even if he stopped everything in that state or region. Like, he could have stopped everything in, like, Nevada, and it wouldn't have mattered. Like, the nuclear winter would still have affected Vegas. So it's curious that that's kind of like the design they decided on, or like that's what they decided to do for it, you know? It feels like they were just, I don't know. It feels like it's a little half-baked. I don't even mean that. Not half-baked. That's not what I mean. I guess I just mean it's like, why? What was the goal here? What was the accomplishments that this man thought were going to happen, you know? And then we're just gonna wait. Actually, I don't need this one at all. Oh man. Speaking of, actually, of both like Fallout and like the Fallout universe and everything, but also of like the people who made it, Obsidian. What is that? That's 1 second. Avowed is about to come out, isn't it? Which is the Skyrim-esque game made by the same people who made New Vegas. Yeah, it comes out it comes out on the 18th. What is that, anyways? It's a Tuesday. Might have to have a spicy little Wednesday stream that week. I don't know if I should say I don't know if anybody actually wants to see Avowed. It's a single player role play. I don't know if that's something that would even interest people, I should say, you know? I love Fallout. Oh! Well, then you're in the right place. It's been a big ticket item around these parts. For good reason. It's a cool, I will say, of all the things that I thought streaming would do, I never thought it would change my opinion on Fallout. Not that I never hate, I should rephrase that. It's not that I hated Fallout. I just never found it fun. I was way more of an Elder Scrolls guy. I was way bigger into the idea of magic and so, and I still am, I still like that more. But I definitely, I went from not liking, oh, I wouldn't bother to play Fallout, to oh, this is actually pretty cool and fun. I kind of like this, you know? Future content makes it canon. It was later confirmed by oh wait, no, I read that. The OS update has to be installed at the secret bunker under the fort where the Legion live now. He has to move between locations, mayhaps. But why? No, but that's not why didn't he just build them that way? Why the OS update? They have the things in their shoulders to shoot them down. So why didn't they just they have the physical equipment built into them? So why didn't he have that ability just already loaded up? That's what I mean. Like having a secondary operating system to activate all of those machinery, like machine capabilities they have, doesn't make a whole lot of sense if they had to like update it to begin. Like, why weren't they able to use their weapons to begin with? That's I don't know, like that's what I'm just like, I'm like, wait a minute. I guess it's probably that they didn't. The original ones probably didn't. It's probably because these are probably all new Securitrons, I guess. A lot of the originals were probably wiped out in the immediate fallout. Probably? Maybe. Something about the good old apocalypse. It's great. See, that's the thing, is I don't really tend to enjoy post-apocalyptic games. They're too depressing. If I wasn't streaming it, I probably wouldn't enjoy it that much, I feel. I always fall off on Fallout games when I play them alone. But that's one of my favorite elements. And the same is true with like turn-based games or card games and stuff like that. Like Inscription, to this day, I still think about that game. I adored that game. That game was so fun. I don't think I ever would have played it if it wasn't for streaming. I probably would never even would have heard of it. That's probably one of the like coolest elements of streaming. I just brought out One Vegas back, and he immediately confirmed he's not working on New Vegas 2 already. Oh my god. I did it again. I made him look at another one of my games. Yippee-yahoo! Oh my god. Truly, streaming has just been MJ rocking up and be like, yes, but what about this game? And me going, wow, that was awesome. Because it was good time. I think it's enjoyable to get to experiencing games that way. It's a very unique way of experiencing, I guess, if that makes sense. Because like obviously like I'm playing the game, but I'm also playing it with the knowledge that I am, at least in some capacity, being like viewed while doing it. And I'm also at least trying to be funny at times, you know what I mean? Like you know, sometimes it's just something happens and it is funny, and then other times it's like, yeah, I like doing bits because I like, you know, it's performative in some ways, and so it's an interesting way to consume a game. You know, consuming a game in a performative way is very like not negative, not different in like a negative way. It's a very different way to consume it as a medium, I feel. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? I feel like I'm speaking in hieroglyphic or something. I feel like I sound crazy. Physical embodiment of depression. What do you mean? How am I meant to? What do you mean? You're the physical embodiment of depression. What does that mean? Oh dear God. It wasn't a secondary operating system. It was a permanent upgrade. It was in a perfect world, he would have had these before the bombs, and they would have been able to use them from the start. In my eyes, I think he built the missiles into the Securitrons, but they couldn't functionally use them in their programming, and the chip was a way to activate them, as well as perfecting his laser system. Yeah. Just seems kind of convenient. I mean, you know, I'm not. I don't actually think it's bad writing or anything. It's no different than like, why'd they not shoot that one escape pod with R2D2 and C3PO on it? They shot all the rest, but oh, suddenly they're what, saving ammo? It's a laser. It's like, you know, it's you wouldn't have a story then. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I guess my interest is the idea of like, I do think it'd be interesting to see. There's never been a Fallout set. What? Never mind. I'm not gonna say what I think would be interesting. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna change what I'm talking about. There's never been a Fallout set in like Europe or anything, so that'd be cool. I know there's that mod set in the UK. It'd be cool to see something set in like maybe like New Orleans too. That'd be cool. Like just something, or like something that tries to get or like something in like Detroit. Because I don't know, actually, for the Fallout universe, did Detroit just stay good? Like, did it just never have its financial system crumble? You know what I mean? Like, Did it just stay the boomtown of America? Presumably, yes. It seems that they never, because it's due to war, it seems they never globalized in the way that we did. So presumably manufacturing jobs were never shipped out. And so I guess Detroit is still a great place. Oh, the way you said New Orleans, you definitely... No, what do you mean? What do you mean? No, what? Whoa, oh, yeah, I was New Orleans. New Orleans? I could be, you got me. I'm from none of it. You know, you got me. You got me. There I am, you know, in none of it, enjoying the local, enjoying the local delicacies, vibing. Well, if Vegas survived, the 3 families in Freeside wouldn't exist, and the allure of Vegas being a perfect city would still be pretty strong. I feel like the walls around Vegas would be even taller, as House would his super soldiers keep the riffraff out, as well as the NCR and Legion. With the better robots, he could keep them out no problem, and they would keep pushing for it harder or give up on it. I guess that is a question. If they knew House was more dangerous from the rip, how would that have changed? I mean, I don't know if the Legion ever would have gotten there, and then it probably would have just been a matter of making a deal with the new California Republic. Unless I'm misreading them. I mean, well, I guess they did want him dead, so that it seems odd that they want him dead. He doesn't seem particularly, like, there was nothing that I gathered that was like, oh, this guy seems particularly interesting. Like this guy seems like a bad guy, you know? Around my part, it's called New Orleans. Well, hey, maybe that's how I would say. Maybe it's on act, you know? Mello thinks so. Mello thinks so. Mello thinks that my whole life is a lie. Which was funny because they also claimed that oh, never mind, I'm not gonna get into it because I don't want them to feel that other element was proved correct by my disregard of their secondary bit. Forget I mentioned Mello. What are you going to say? Also, they basically stated they're never going to do a Fallout outside. I'm sorry. I was looking at chat and I saw that on my stream finder. Oh, I like didn't see him. Like I wasn't looking at the game. I was like paused, looking with my head turned, and I saw it on my Streamlabs, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Oh. They stated they're never going to do a Fallout outside of the US, although I'd love for one to be done on the Southeast, not only because of my home territory. Southeast? King, isn't that Fallout 76? Isn't that literally in West Virginia? What? Huh? You said it right there. Let's go. We'll see. What can I say? You know, I'm just a classic case of a hidden Southerner. You know, the NCR wants Vegas to be the 6th state in their up-and-coming proto-country, and the Legion wants Vegas to be their Rome. They want the city. They do not want House. The NCR has made deals with House. That's why they have the embassy on the Strip. Then yeah, it feels like over time it would eventually become like possible to like have both, you know? It'd be interesting to see how that would have changed, like how the region developed, I guess. You wouldn't have had Mick and Ralph's, I can tell you that, you know? No Mick and Ralph's. West Virginia is not southeast enough. Oh my God. You know what I mean. have both what? Oh, that they like in that case, then I feel like you know, because they've made deals before. If he was in a more powerful position, then they never would have probably tried to get rid of him. They just would have been like, all right, I guess we just try to make the best deal we can. And then maybe after like a century of working together, he would agree to like, maybe there's benefits of becoming part of the NCR, but like with my own ability to govern myself kind of thing, like a state, you know? But just him as the government of that state. Oh my god. This and then I go. Why? Perfect. This should be good there. I don't think it's another set there, but maybe it is. I think I just do some top bit. And then basically the same thing at the other end. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think House would ever agree to becoming NCR. House goal is to keep power for him, singularly, forever. I don't think he would ever, he would even open the embassy on the strip just because he doesn't need their protection in a world with V2 robots. That's fair. I guess I didn't view the V2. I guess maybe I've misunderstood. I never viewed the embassy as being for the protection of Vegas. I thought it was literally just an embassy. Meaning like it was there just to be like a diplomatic tie between Vegas and the NCR. And then the NCR's actual base is outside of Vegas. But I guess I will say it is probably more likely that, they never get to the point of getting a chance to claim the Hoover Dam because House probably would just never have given it up. Because if he had been able to keep all of his power originally, he probably would have controlled the Hoover Dam. Maybe I'm wrong thinking that, but I feel like that'd be the case, right? It seems very, very much up House's alley. In his wheelhouse, as it were. I'm back. We talking about Fallout? We are talking about Fallout. Amongst other games. We just kind of peepo talking, you know? Because I've been very interested in the character of House from New Vegas now that he's spoilers, dead. He's dead. We killed him. We killed him and he deserved it. And I've yet to learn the reaction of anybody, I'm pretty sure. I think we just did it and then ended the stream, didn't we? I don't think we ever like went outside to be like, hey, what does everybody think? You know? Oh, we went outside and then nobody tried to shoot us, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess we're chill. With a golf club, so true. I joined a few minutes ago and honestly, thought this was American history. Only just to realize this is Fallout. Yeah, so anyway, then Caesar's Legion came in. Then Caesar's Legion came into New Vegas. And I killed their leader with a golf club. The classic American tale. Oh, that's awesome. That's so sick. My friend's in the hospital after 9 seizures in one day. Oh, God. Feeling faint all the weekend, so I would have invited them to lunch. Understandably, King. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope they feel better. That sounds not good. There. Probably, yeah. I was sending them one of my cookies, well, not lunch and dinner. Yeah, I understood what you meant, yeah. Either way, that's thoughtful of you, King. Look at you go. Ah. But yeah, oh wait, no, I didn't want this to be this far out. I wanted this to be more inwards. 1 second. Silly me! Oh wait, do I? Yeah, I think so. I think I want this to frame it a bit more than that. Because if it frames it, then it's like, I don't know, more interesting. It's got like a little pocket, and I can put like flowers out there or something, you know? Wait, no, that's not framed. Oh man. But yeah, no, for Avowed, which is by the same company that did New Vegas, I'm curious to see what it'll be like. Namely, because I'm even more curious as to what's going on with because they're also doing Outer Wilds 2 or Outer Worlds 2 at the same time, and I'm like, you're coming out with 2? That seems like a lot for you guys. Maybe I'm underselling you as a studio, but that feels like a lot. It just feels like it's more than you would normally see out of them. No, I suppose you're right. The war for the Deus probably wouldn't be happening because he would be controlling it, since it's like the main power source for Vegas. Yeah, and so I guess, well, I guess the question then is if they wouldn't be able to get the dam, would the NCR even be interested in Vegas being the next state? And even beyond that, I guess maybe they would have. I assume, you could correct me if I'm wrong, I assume that the understanding I got is not that like the New California Republic isn't putting like their best troops forward, but like I get the feeling that they're not going all in on the dam. Like maybe it's just because of the scale that's being shown it feels that way, but I get the impression that it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, you know, we're putting some effort into it, but you know, it's not all our eggs in this basket. We got our armies are fighting all over, you know, is kind of the impression that I get. The idea that it's like, yeah, I mean, you know, we're gonna try to win this dam, but worst case scenario, we lose and we still have the rest of our country, you know. Because it's a war of conquest for them. They're trying to like conquer the dam, like, so, you know. But it doesn't feel like they've thrown everything they have at it. But maybe that's wrong. Like, have we seen tanks? It feels like we haven't seen tanks. Then again, maybe tanks aren't a thing in Fallout and I'm crazy, I don't know. But it feels like I've not seen almost anybody in like power armor except for the Brotherhood of Steel we just met. And beyond that, not a whole lot of Rangers yet either. Well, you know, let me do this side as well. But it's a fun game. I've enjoyed it immensely. Green. I kind of hate the Brotherhood. Yeah, they don't seem like the coolest of people. They kind of seem like, you know, they could do with being a bit more chill about things. Maybe, you know, maybe tone down the rhetoric a little bit. That'd be nice. Maybe not just like kill everyone who disagrees with you, you know, perish the thought. Crazy idea, I know, but you know. they feel different from their show counterpart. And from Fallout 4. They feel different from Fallout 4 as well. Which I guess it's probably just a different chapter. Which I learned from MJ, I think, when the Fallout show was coming out, that it was like, oh yeah, no, the Brotherhood's like disconnected. Like they're not really all in conversation with each other. They don't all hold the exact same view on things, per se. Is the impression I've been left with. Maybe I'm wrong on that, though, too. I don't know. The Dam's the biggest focus in the Vegas chapter. They do have power armor and ranger focus for the Dam, but they also, like a new country, who are kind of stretching themselves thin, extending into new territory away from home, and also defending themselves from every side. From the Really? I never got the impression the Legion was that big of a deal. I thought it was like a Vegas problem. Is it a problem in all of the, in like all, like the impression I got was like, it's a faction that's like just contained to the Mojave. It makes you wish for a nuclear winter, you know? I need glass. I didn't grab any like a fool. Yo, howdy, how do, Canadian? How you doing, King? How's life? How's the wife? How's the kids? How's the fog? Hopefully, no, the Legion is huge. Huh. I definitely didn't get left with that impression. I was definitely left with the impression that, like, yeah, there's a lot of them here, but, you know, they need, like, these, the cons to help them, and they need, like, you know, they're recruiting other groups to help them here, so it's like, yeah, you know, they're big-ish, but they're not, like, a interterritorial power. The Legion is made up of 86 troops. That's nothing. They steamroll smuggle. Oh, tribes. 86 tribes. Okay, fair enough. That is not. I was not left with that impression. Then how am I meant to go to some hill and stop them? Huh? I meant to what? Go into this hill and kill 86 tribes worth of people? This is a genocide. 86 tribes. My God. Much like the NCR, the Legion is pushing westward for the Dam. And Vegas extending away from their forces to the east. Huh. Still, that's crazy. Like, that's an insane number. Like, in perspective, like, Rome had, like, 20 legions. I mean, anywhere from, like, 20 to, I don't know. I think their height was somewhere in, like, the 40s. And that was, like, for a year. And that was with, like, I think that was, like, the year of 6 emperors or something like that. Like that, even then, that was like there was 2 empires technically, because it was the West and Eastern Roman Empire, and there was like multiple people vying for the third. Like that was crazy in and of itself. One legion is the one true tribe made up of forces of the 86 they've conquered. Oh, okay. I thought it was just one tribe pushing west. That's the impression that I had, but. Dang, dude, they are a lot bigger of an issue than I thought. Where's the Enclave, huh? Where's the Brotherhood of Steel? Why aren't they kicking the heck out of the doors that the Legionnaires are hiding behind, eh? They should want them dead. Where's the war between the? Why is it only the good guys of the NCR fighting with the? Good guys in quotation marks of the NCR fighting with the Legion. Hey, yes. The Enclave blew up in Fallout 2, and the Brotherhood of Steel are hiding in bunkers. Well, why are they hiding? No one gives a shit about the Brotherhood. Oh man, Nobody cares about the Brotherhood of Steel. That's actually worth asking. I know there's the occasional like NPC you meet who knows of them. Are the Brotherhood like a known quantity? Because from the last stream where we like met the people in that bunker, it like feels like they're secretive, and like that's not a that for them to be known in an area is rare. But that is not the impression I was left with by Fallout 4, where they show up in the Pride Wind and just announce to the whole place in the coolest sequence from a Fallout game I think I've ever seen. Where you come out of the like relay station and like that big blimp is just showing up and they're like, attention, attention. I guess, yeah, here, 1 second there.
Let it be known, attention, attention. You are now under the protection of the Brotherhood of Steel. We are here to help reduce crime in Boston. I forget why they were there, actually. Why were the Brotherhood in Boston? Why did the Brotherhood come to Boston? They want exclusive claim on the territory and absolute control over technology in the Commonwealth, okay? That doesn't help me follow Wikipedia. That's pretty lame, actually. That tells me nothing. But in any event, they came as the Brotherhood with the express intent to rule Beantown. Yeah!
Oh, Jesus. Why were they there? Just to take it over? I thought they came looking for something. I thought they were there for like a specific thing. Maybe some Brotherhood factions disagree on whether or not they should be secretive. Maybe that would actually make sense. Basically, what happened was that the NCR showed up in Vegas and saw the you spelled it wrong, maintained by the followers of the APOC, and went, hey, that's good for power in our new land. And House sent out his forces to negotiate. House was like, whoa, it's my stuff. Hey, get your own. The NCR got 95% of the power in for the NCR territories and 5% for Vegas in exchange for House maintaining his sovereignty over the Strip, as well as full access to the casinos for the NCR citizen. Wow, so House was absolutely able to be bullied by the NCR off rip. They could have, oh man, when they showed up, they could have wiped them off the map? That dude agreed to a 95-5 split? That's crazy. I don't get the feeling this guy was a good businessman at all. The only reason I messed with the Brotherhood was to steal their armor. Oh my god. Someone came up to me with an airship and declared their rule. I'd let them provide they would allow me to ride in the airship. What a crazy statement. Hey man, if you got an airship, I'll follow you to the ends of the earth. All of Germany in the 1920s as they look at the Hindenburg. Hey man, that's a cool ship. Oh yeah, whatever you say, dog. Yeah, I'll follow you. Oh my god. Personally think they would find their airship no longer being in the air if they came. Oh, like if they came to Vegas? Well, apparently they crossed Vegas at some point to get to California for the show, right? Because that's the Pride Wind, isn't it? Or is that just an accidental artifact left on the side of the ship from animation? New Vegas Brotherhood is kind of in a bad state, but you have to learn about that on your own. Fair enough. Yeah, I was just curious if it's like, are the Brotherhood usually secretive? And I didn't know. 95-5, and he gets to keep full power over Vegas. Everywhere else is this desolate wasteland. The Strip is the only safe place left. Okay, fair enough. You know, okay. Gotta remember Napa House was Gen Alpha canonically. You're right, I forgot about all of his skibbity riz. Yeah. I forgot that he was mewing on the NCR when they showed up, and he said bye bye. He gave that one a boom, you know. I need to be stopped. I need to be sedated and put down. I need to be euthanized. Yes, I did realize immediately after setting that the Nazis were famous for their airships. So clearly a joke. Yeah, I know. It was just very funny. I love blimps, but they are not an ideology. No, they are an ideology. Zeppelins? That's an ideology. The rest of it is its own idea. Zeppelins are their own thing, yeah. Anyway, we don't know how big the tribes are. We don't see all 86 tribes in the game, or even mentioned. We see some of them. We know the Legion decimated them, and some of the tribes are DLC numbered, 30 to 50 people, but they may be just game limitations. Yeah, that's fair. Well, that's kind of like, I get the feeling that like the NCR's appearance and like their forces are kind of limited by the game. For how much they're I get the feeling they're meant to be like more around the like at the Hoover Dam and like at their base than they are. Like it's a very barren there's like 20 people at that airfield, whereas it's like, yeah, with all the equipment that's out and stuff like that, it's like, okay, there's probably meant to be like 100 people at least here, if not more. Oh my god, euthanized, but you're already 13. You know, you guys think you're so funny. Oh my god. When you say decimated, do you mean literally speaking decimated or figuratively decimated? Yeah, do you mean that only 10% were killed, or do you mean has the Legion killed precisely 1/10 of the population, or just a lot? You know, they're just all sleeping nap. Yeah, they're just EP. They're just honk showing. Yeah, because they didn't want to come out to see me. They didn't want to come see me. They rejected me. They were like, no, I don't want to see that guy. He's a loser. Whoop. I haven't used that sound in forever. Oh man, I actually don't even know if I ever used it on stream. I use it in a Discord a lot. I feel like I use it in calls a lot, and I don't use it because for those who don't know, my like stream deck can like is attached to my mic in a way that's like it works for Discord, so I'm able to just use it that way. It's great. That's an animation error. That's just random second blimp the Brotherhood happened to have for no reason. You see, now that's an animation error. That's just a random second blimp the Brotherhood happened to have for no reason. Not that you're like malding or anything about it. No. That'd be crazy. The term decimated means precisely 10%. It can definitely be used to be destroy large portions of the wipeout. Yeah, technically its origins mean that. He's correct. Most people don't use it that way, but that is technically true, yeah. A second blimp has hit the New Vegas. No. For the love of God, no. I'm looking for white dye. I want to make white little windows, but I can't seem to find any in any of my chests. I could use bone meal, but I don't want to use the bone. They killed him and then enslaved him. You have permission to neotine me. Oh my god. I assume it probably, if the game said decimated, it probably actually is decimation because that was a Roman legionary practice. The idea of killing like 1 out of every 10. No, it's light gray. I guess it'll do. You know, So yeah, my guess is it probably actually is decimation, just given the fact that like that was a Roman thing. It would make sense. The one in the show is named Caswin, and I do not know why they have it. Because it's like a giant big reveal they had one in Fallout 4. Where did they get a second one? Found it. Internet, you know? Hey, that worked in Fairly Odd Parents all the time. Hey, where'd you get all this stuff? Internet. You know? I don't like Peanuts. Oh, I don't know. I think Charlie Brown's pretty amusing. I like Snoopy too. You know, he's a pretty cool dog. Nah, I'm not a huge fan of the whole football gimmick, but Linus ain't half bad. And, you know, Peppermint Patty, she's a fun character. Yeah, I like him. So then, what do you dislike about him, King? Stupid bit. What a stupid friggin' bit. Your guess is wrong. The first tribe to go against the Legion no longer exists at all, 100% of it. Well, you know, you can't win them all. Told me to eat them because they're healthy. So I bought a small bag, 2 pounds, and I felt like I need to get my money. I mean, you could also just use them in cooking or something. Like, you don't have to just eat peanuts like. Are they unsalted? Like, are these just like you're shelling and eating raw peanuts? They got it from Costco, obviously, MJ. It was 2-for-1 deal. I'm curious. Where did the Brotherhood of Steel get a second airship? Well, this doesn't seem to suggest that it's a second one. Everybody is. Wait. Is the airship in Fallout show the Pridewind? According to Forbes magazine, it has also been confirmed that the giant Brotherhood airship seen in the show is in fact the Pridewind from Fallout 4, which has now made its way to the West Coast. That means it was not destroyed as it was in some Fallout 4 ending. I didn't know that. I didn't know that it got destroyed. What? I've been spoiled! No! No! Son of a... Oh, why? Forbes, you... Why? Oh, rats. They are salted. The salt is the only good thing about them. Well, you know... Can't win them all. I'd use them for cooking then, King. If you don't like nuts on their own, use them for cooking. One of them is the West, one of them is the East. Wow, so helpful. Wonder what ending in Fallout 4 is canon. Apparently not the one where the thing blows up, I guess. I keep forgetting you've not actively playing Fallout because I'm barely concentrated. Oh yeah, no, we're playing Minecraft, yeah. We ain't even playing Fallout. No. We're just playing some Minecraft, King. What do you mean? Anyway, yeah, the Enclave isn't helping in Vegas because you blow them up at the end of Fallout 2. Oh. I didn't blow them up at the end of Fallout 2. Who would do that? Wait. Didn't I make Am I blind? Where are... Didn't I make like half a stack of light gray? Where? Oh, that's like invisible. There's nothing. They don't even have an image for that. No shot. There's not even an image for that. No. That's silly. How dare they? How dare they? Oh, he got no, come on. Oh my god. How am I meant to see that? Oh my god. Don't know if I'm time distracted, Zodiac, disassociating all of the above. As the player, or as the courier, huh? As the chosen one. Oh, in Fallout 2, wait, is there a courier in Fallout 2 again? I don't know Fallout, so I'm curious. Oh, Fallout 2 is made, my understanding, so Fallout 1 and 2 are games that were made like top-down, like, 8-bit kind of games almost. Not 8-bit, but like, they were like before Bethesda bought it. And so like, are canon, but are like their own thing, I'm pretty sure. I mean, they're not like, yeah, the 8-bit's the wrong way to phrase it. Wow, what kind of game is Fallout 2? Let me see the actual description. Fallout 2 is...
Fallout 2 is a 1998 role-playing video game developed by Black Isle Studio and published by Interplay Productions. It is a sequel to Fallout, the 1997 hit, featuring similar graphics and game mechanics. The game's story takes place in the year 2241, 79 years after the events of Fallout, and 164 years after the Atomic War, which reduced the vast majority of the world to nuclear wasteland. The player assumes the role of the Chosen One, the grandchild of the first game's protagonist, and undertakes a quest to save their small village on the west coast of the United States.
So that like wasn't very helpful for describing the game. I feel I don't feel like I've learned much about it. Isometric, yeah. I don't feel like that describe, like normally they say like, oh, you know, it's a fighting game, or oh, it's a real-time strategy, you know. This feels like it hasn't actually informed me at all. I like the theory that the rest of the world is fine and it's just America that's messed up in the Fallout. See, but that would imply that all of their nukes missed. Like all of their nukes that they launched in retaliation just missed? It's turn-based? Then why wouldn't it say that? Oh yeah, I always forget the images. Oh, they look great. There's like this guy who will tell you you're stupid. I've seen a bunch of cutscenes from it. Or well, I say cutscenes, it's like your dialogue options with like a character, but it's basically a cutscene. They're cool. I don't think anyone said RTS. RTS? I said RTS, he's right. I did say it didn't tell me if it was a fighting game or an RTS or anything like that, you know what I mean? But yes, I did say RTS. A real-time strategy game! Up. Nah, breathe my above or I'll cry for 1,000 years. 1,000? You're gonna cry until the year 3025. Huh? Really? Till February 3rd of 3025. I don't believe you. Let's see. The West Coast Enclave exists on an oil rig off the coast. That's so fitting for them. You know that? That makes perfect sense. How did the American government survive? They hit out on an oil rig off the coast. The game ends with the Chosen One destroying the oil rig, crippling the Enclave on this side of the country. What about on the other coast? What about on the East Coast? Huh? What about what's going on? What's going on in Vermont? Huh? What? Oh wait, nothing. No, they only have 13 states or something, don't they? Didn't it become like they amalgamated a bunch of states together somehow? It was like 13 by the end. Am I recalling Fallout lore or am I recalling Hunger Games? Fallout has a chosen one. Who chose them? The player. You did. You're the chosen one. They're fine on the East Coast. That's what I'm talking about, baby! Woo! Yeah! You meant everyone, right? You meant the whole of the East Coast is just chill and living La Vida Loca, yes? I assumed that's what you meant, yes? That's a great question. What is going on in Nunavut in Fallout? It has a section. The many islands of Nunavut might be damaged in part due to massive radiation and or may still have ongoing robotic wars due to the nuclear cores powering robotic Securitrons that were fighting there by the time the nukes fell and were never given orders to stop. A death ray was built, destroying a vast area of Ontario, Michigan, and Ohio. Huh? Huh? Brother, what? Okay, forever war of robots. All right, yeah, I guess. Sure, man. And what page are you looking at? I opened the Fallout wiki. I had searched up. I had just searched up what happened to Nunavut, and I think it was just what happened to Nunavut in Fallout, and it was the first result, I think, which was a Fallout wiki or fan wiki, maybe, I don't know. It had a Nukapedia. Hi Napa, hi Chad, hi Medicine. How do? Play Fallout London. Best you're gonna get. It's pretty decent. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask, have you played that? It seems right up your alley. It seems like, Fallout's up your alley, so you would've. Medicine, how doth ye be? How was your weekend? Hopefully good. Is Fallout London a Fallout 4 mod? That would make sense. That's like the newest engine, but I also feel like people hated hated Fallout 4 who would bother with the mod. You know what I mean? Are you looking at the Talk Canada page? Maybe. I closed it after I finished reading it. Man, is that what I had? Yes, I think so. It looks like what the link says. My cake expires today, so I have to eat an entire cake in one sitting. Pray for me. What? I don't know if that's how that works. I don't think like the clock strikes midnight and the cake just falls apart. I think if it's not showing signs of what do you call it? Of decay, then you're probably gonna be fine. I kind of want to, but I'm not good at allotting times for things. You know? Fair. Me too. I don't feel 100% here right now. I'm chilling anyway. Yo, based. Well, God bless you. I hope you feel better through the week or more yourself. On talk pages are wiki pages where wiki users go to talk that isn't canonical. Oh, that does make more sense. It was like an insane amount of. I was like, what are you talking about? I was very like confused. I was like, why would any of this be what happened? That makes more sense if that's like non-canonical material. Where it's like, no, we just people talking. We just think it'd be funny if that's what happened. Blomp. True. Nah, but I'm eating the entire cake. Based. You know what? Fair. You know what? God bless. Oh man. Oh Chef, Oh Chef King. Get it. Oh wait, no, my little guy. Why didn't he turn on? No. Where is it? Yeah. You eat that old cake, Medicine. Heck yeah, dude. Oh, need to get an eagle screech sound effect. But there is a death ray, and it does hit Ontario and a lot of Detroit and Eastern Canada. That's... Huh? What do you mean there's a death ray? Actually, what? No, that's a terrible death ray noise. Come on, there's gotta be a better one than that. No, that's a stupid... No, that's lame too. Come on. There's no death ray that goes... I can't make the noise, but I have a specific noise in my mind. What if I... Cartoon death ray noise. No, that sucks. Whatever. It's not important. I wanted a specific death ray noise. Also holding an ice cube. Huh? You're eating cake and holding a based, I guess? That sounds... Is that like an ice cream cake? I can't believe I was eviscerated by a death-rated Fallout kid. Yep, the whole place. Just from top to bottom. The whole thing. How big is the state or the province of Ontario? I think it's Ontario. It might be Ontario. 1 million square oh, okay, that was... I thought that was... Okay, 415,000 miles. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, what? That's like 1 million miles! Dear God! Never mind. It's half that. It's half that. Less than half that. 412 miles. Well, 412,000. Nap, I think you missed a few things, huh? No, Nap, it's strawberry shortcake. The ice cream's totally unrelated, but good for snapping yourself back into yourself. Oh, okay. Then yeah, I totally mixed those two things together. I just saw a comment about the ice cube. There was nothing else about it. This chat scrolled. So the worst DLC in all of Fallout 3 was Mothership Zeta. Before this, aliens were a funny little Easter egg, but this DLC fully confirmed them as canonical, but having you be abducted by aliens. It sucks. It sucks swamp water. It's a bad DLC, and it ends with you firing a death ray at another alien spaceship, and then you fire it at Earth if you want, just for funsies. Wait, so it wasn't even part of like the nuclear war? It's an alien death ray? That's way less fun. I thought it was just like, oh yeah, by the way, somebody just has a death ray. Like Detroit developed a death ray and shot it at Canada for some reason. I was like, huh? Excuse me? That's crazy. Nah, they're just aliens. That's okay. That seems a little weird. Is this the only time? Well, in fairness, that dude from Fallout 2 is definitely an alien. You can't look me in the eyes and tell me that that's a human being. That dude is like every PS2 alien ever. Like, what do you mean? Like the, what's it? Like if I just search Fallout 2 cover. Yeah, like that dude on the cover of Fallout 2, that guy, that is an alien. Through and through. His name is Kleborp. Like that guy is absolutely got a death ray on him, and he's gonna use it, and he's gonna harvest your organs. You can't convince me otherwise. Alright, I'm ahead of enjoy you guys. Later, Canadian! Have fun, have a good week, King! But you can meet a samurai and a cowboy. Wait, like actual samurai and actual cowboy? And what, you have to be like, yeah, Earth blew itself up with a bomb. Well, many bombs. They're called nuclear weapons. I have a death ray. It's called Eldritch Blast. Based and true. Yes. You can't understand the samurai, silly. I don't know. I don't know. They've never brought, I don't think Fallout has ever tackled the concept of language. It has been like nobody that you couldn't understand. I assumed there was like, the Pip-Boy was like a universal translator. I just thought he did that, you know? I just presumed. Seemed a fair presumption. Legendary Eldritch Sniper Rifle. Oh my god. After Mothership Zeta came out, Bethesda started running with aliens. There's an event happens every other month where aliens invade West Virginia for a week for siphoning brainwaves. They look silly, a little rare Easter egg from Fallout 1 and 2, and make it this huge canonical thing, and they really didn't need to. They could have just left it as is. Hey man, you and me, we're like this about company. This is like what I was talking about earlier. I'm not gonna rehash it, but like this is what I was talking about earlier, where I was salty about how Wizards of the Coast is probably gonna change more lore that they don't need to. I mean, for different reasons, obviously, you know. Me personally, I'm fighting against the woke left. I'm joking. I feel like I have to like really emphasize the joke on that because I said this earlier. But my problems that with some of what's being done to lore with D&D is it's one of those tragedies of like the best anecdote I can give is like I remember once I was complaining about Sansa Stark from Game of Thrones. I won't give any spoilers or anything, but I was like complaining about like how I was really like I really disliked her character. But I meant just like what I meant was not what this other person I was talking to meant, who then like kept going on. I was like, oh no, I forget what he said, but I remember he was in a comic shop and I remember he said something. I was like, oh no, we dislike what happened for different reasons. No, I dislike the character assassination and the hatred for femininity that David Benioff and Geoff Weissman have for all their female characters. You sir, you hate her just because she is a woman. These are different gripes. I don't dislike this for the reason you did. Have you ever had that happen where you like you think somebody's agreeing with you or disliking, but then they're like a crazy person and you're like, oh no, we dislike this for different reasons. You should seek therapy. You need help. Because by God, if I had a nickel, it'd be 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it sucks that it happened twice. Okay, Nap, that's a Tyler joke. I know. See, that's why I was like, I should preface this. Give me new follow prompt. I don't want to talk about stupid aliens anymore. Okay, new follow prompt. What's going on in Texas? What's going on in New Mexico? What's going on in Mexico? Anything? I know there's not been any games at the, so like, correct me if I'm wrong. The Legion controls just all of the Midwest. Is that to be what I understand as correct? MJ, where do you think the silliest place to live in Fallout would be? Oh my God, it's getting hotter. It's always getting hotter here. This is the worst place. Oh my God, it's the worst realm in this whole godforsaken world. It's blisteringly hot. Everything smells like sulfur. Ugh. And don't even get me started on the gas or these things. Oh my God, I hate Hoglins. Hoglins my loathed. People dislike the Phantom. I think the Hoglin is so much worse. I mean, the places you named, that's what's happening. Well, I mean, the Nether works too. I thought you meant I was like, yeah, it is getting hotter. I'm in the Nether now, yeah. I was like, yeah. That you're not wrong. But yes, also probably well, maybe it's colder, you know, after a nuclear winter. Who knows? Maybe it's not hot. Maybe the temperature changed. Maybe that reduced pollution enough we went back to Ice Age temperatures, you know? Because technically we are still in an Ice Age. We just heated the planet a lot. Loser. Idiot. Stinky. He deserved it. He was a monster and a threat. On the bright side, you could say, see you in hell, and then actually see them there. Oh my God. The Legion controlled large amounts of Arizona and New Mexico. They have a ton of land east of the Colorado. Okay. Wouldn't the nuclear winter be a lot of pollution? Yes and no. If it created enough... So it's a nuclear winter, which would not be hot because it would blot out the sun. And because the layer it would create above, it would be a lot of pollution, but the layer of dust accumulation up into the sky and ash would be so much that it would reflect the sun away from the earth. So the ice caps then would not be melting and they would get to we're in an ice age. We are in an ice age. We're just in an interglacial period. You do know we're in an interglacial period, right, Nap? I know it's a matter of conjecture. I know that you can find some scientists who would argue you that that is not the case, but you know, I know that that is a non-settled issue. But yes, resoundingly, most people do say it is known as an interglacial period. Most people would, I would just say an ice age too. Because I'm not gonna then be like, hey, actually, it's an interglacial period. Or is that not common knowledge as I think? King, that's not common knowledge. The Ice Age part isn't common. Most people don't know that. Let alone the, like, subgroup of an Ice Age that is an interglacial period. Eh. I guess we'll mine this way. Where's Sid the Sloth? Huh? From Zootopia? What? The guy at the DMV? What do you mean? Why would he be here? I've seen climate change graphs that heavily point to that direction. I'm not arguing that it's not an ice age. I'm arguing that it's warmer because we're in an ice age. The funniest thing to do here would be to paint it that Gret is arguing that no humans don't have impact on climate, and the only reason it's warming is because it's meant to, and global warming is a hoax. I know that's not what he's arguing, but it'd be very funny. That's Flash. Oh, I thought his name was Sid. Sid the Sloth is from Ice Age, Nap. Oh yeah, he was the stupid one. Yeah, the last lion. Yeah, that guy. I forgot about him. Texas is a difficult question because semi-canonically mentioned Fallout Brotherhood of Steel 2004 never mentions where it was set, but the canceled Fallout Brotherhood of Steel 2 specifically stated Texas. Only problem is Fallout Brotherhood of Steel 1 sucked, and 2 was never considered canon, just set in a recognizable tangent of the Fallout universe. But Texas does exist. These games are too complicated. These games, you know, I feel like I do up more lore for my D&D homebrew world than these guys are doing up for their location of Fallout. My God. The fact that you can't just sit down and bang out in a couple in a couple meetings like, right, so what's going on in each quadrant of the United States? Okay, and what's going on in Europe? Okay, like meanwhile, like I've seen people with D&D games where it's more in-depth than that. Ugh. Don't they know I love lore? Don't they know it's all I care about? Eh. Oh, we're fine. We're golden. You have any idea how much I sacrificed? Oops. I thought there was more lava coming down. We're fine. There wouldn't be more lava. That'd be crazy. Oopsies. Oh. It's fine. We're safe now. I'm leaving you. Try not to die. I'm going to talk to my boyfriend number 1. Okie dokie. Well, chat, time to die, I guess. It's my time to do it. I can't get into the causes of the Ice Age and the Interglacial period, mostly because I don't fully understand. They are complicated subjects, King. I agree. They are. They hurt my old noggin. But that's kind of like any extinction event too, you know? Lots of those are also things where it's like, oh, I don't know if I need to know all of this. Oh, I want to look for a different area. This area seems pretty devoid of quartz for whatever reason. Jump in the lava for the bit? Into the hardcore world for a bit? What do you mean? Nap, throw away the world. Do it. Do it for the memes. Do it for the funnies. It would be awesome. Old noggin, yeah. Huh? I don't follow. What do you mean? I did A-level geography and we covered it briefly. We also covered them very briefly in our climate change topic GCSEs. It would be a funny bit in my defense. Hey, in my defense, not a bad bit, you know. What if I just what if I bust open this side of the wall? Is there anything in here? Come on. Quartz, my beloved. All that I care about in this life. Oh, yes, magnet. Oh my god, it's so much. Oh, good heavens. Oh, good googly moogly. Everything I've wanted and more. Wondrous days. Oh. Man, oh man. That why, like, I chose the stupidest material to use, you know, that I really should just have get rid of all the quartz and start over. Well, wait, let's just go pick stone. It'd be so much simpler. But I won't, because I like quartz. It looks pretty. I like the idea of a big quartz palace. I think it looks cool in my mind, and that's all that's truly important. At the end of the day, my mind is all that I have. Oops. And we're safe. The frozen fruit brought me soda back briefly, but now I'm just generally confused. You know, it might just be one of those days, you know. Let me light up all this. So I know to come back. Right, what's going on here, gang? We got any quartz kicking around for your pal Napoleon? Any cool little quartz I could have anyways, please? I've been here already! But there is quartz. Man, quartz. Any more quartz? Interspace is more the bone blocks and calcite, so it goes further. Oh, interspersed with bone blocks. Well, the calcite, I've already done the base with calcite. Like the gradient, like I've already been able to build out a gradient with it that incorporates calcite. So I've definitely not like foregone that. But bone looks really like weird against the actual quartz itself and calcite. It's like too different of a tone. So I've not been able to use that. Also, bone would I would need to make a skeleton spawner to make that viable, because bone is also a resource that is relatively difficult. I mean, you could at least make a farm to get it, so that's useful. But boy howdy, a real humdinger of a choice, you know that? Intersperse it more. I have to reorganize my whole room? Yippee! Hey, you know, 9 times out of 10, the result of that is like, you find cool stuff you forgot about, you know? At least that's what always happens to me. Anytime I've ever cleaned my room, to this day, I just end up, I get sidetracked through the whole process because I'll just find a bunch of stuff that I was like, oh yeah, that! And then that's all my day becomes is going through all my old things and going, oh yeah, I love this thing. I forgot all about it. It's a really nice little trip down memory lane, you know? Like, I remember I was cleaning out, I was cleaning out my closet the other day, and I found some of the materials for the Invisible Man suit, and I was like, oh, yo, I haven't, because it's been years since I wore it, so I was like, oh, man, that's so cool. It is now tomorrow for me. How are you guys doing yesterday? Well, you know, Dow Jones is down. Not doing well. Doing well. It was a good day, you know, for a Monday. Not bad. Not bad. Can't complain. Still lovely. Sun's out. Are the guns out? That's the question. It rhymes, and therefore it's the law of the land. When sun is out, thine guns doth be drawn. Or something akin to that. For the love of God! There's so much lava! Unnecessary amount. Good heavens. Jesus. It was just so much. Okay, I was like, I wonder if it's a lake. I wonder if it's a lake of lava or just like a single block. Surely there will be more quartz. Mine down a little bit so that then I can do this. I think you're going to enjoy Tuesday. I'm only a minute in, but it's going well. Mainly because he's sweet. Oh, he's sweet. Oh, what a start to the day. Well, you know, truly part of a balanced breakfast. That's why everybody enjoys their nap VODs during breakfast. You know, everybody, you grab a half a grapefruit and a single slice of toast. And one of those weird little fork spoons from the 80s, and then that's breakfast with the paper and the nap stream in the background. Okay, everybody needs to send a photo to media for their breakfast tomorrow. That is literally just every 80s movie breakfast, but with a nap in the nap on an old TV. I need to be on an old like VHS grainy TV in the background, as though it were the news. Sporks, kind of, but it's a serrated spoon. Like it's not a spork. It was just because they were made specifically for eating grapefruit, so they're like serrated at the end, but otherwise are entirely a spoon. Like if you look up like a serrated spoon, that's what it is. You get streams like every day? Well, there's VOD. I do dishes, but now I'm embroidering and enjoy the vibe with the gang. Let's go. What a CRTV. Oh, like I said, Like a VHS is what I said. I don't have a VHS TV. Like I just mean like the grain of a VHS, like those old TV, like tube TVs. I don't know. They were like big box TVs from like the 80s that would like have a little grain film on them. It was like I guess before we had flat screens, I guess, or like slim screens. You know, you've probably seen them before. They're in like television shows and stuff like that, where people have just like super thick televisions. A CRT as opposed to an OLED. Yeah. You'll have to deal with a laptop screen. I guess. I'm dying over here. What? Oh, tips and advice. Yeah, that was a bit. Oh. That's just not for me. I'm probably gonna go to bed now, though. What you think, man? Have a good rest of your night, King, and a great week. I hope you feel more yourself in the coming days. Later. Ooh. Alright, 1 second. Okay. 1 second, chat. Okie dokie. Lore transition? No, it's not lore. Okay. We may be ending a little early. Not right this second. But I gotta go help a friend with a thing. I can't be more specific because it's a very specific thing that is very specific to where in Nunavut I am. Should we concern for you? No, it's nothing concerning. It's someone. I mean, it sounds more concerning than it is. It's somebody needs assistance. Helping somebody else I know back to their place. Going through the Nunavutian transit systems. Which they have, I know, because I lived there, you know? But yeah, anyway, it's nothing serious. It was just like, oh, okay, I should probably prioritize that. Like, it's just kind of one of those things of like, okay. I should probably actually look at that. I wouldn't have even seen it. I just got my phone buzzed and I was like, I'm on Do Not Disturb. What could possibly this be? Unless it's one of the few people who are marked to go through my Do Not Disturb. But anyway, I texted them. So we'll probably go for like half an hour more. I texted. They know. Is wild. Protect your homies, my lord. Oh, totally. Well, I'm just so big and scary, you know. So yeah, I'm just so big and scary. So they're like, yeah. So I can understand. She's like, you gotta come out, but I'm like, of course. I'll be there. What? I was talking to my boyfriend! What are you talking about? I love when you come in screaming. Not just this second, but relatively shortly. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up a little early. I just got a text from a friend of mine, and she she and her friend were out and you know would like some assistance in or company, I guess, in returning home via the public transit of Nunavut. So I was like, you got it, boys. I'll be there. Not that it's like super late or anything, but it'll be probably about getting late enough that they're like somebody around. So I was like, okay, you got it. Is it the gay one? I'm not gonna tell you. I mean, you know what? You don't get to know. You don't get to know. I like that you think there's only one of my friends is gay. No, like I feel like you guys don't understand. Yeah, like I'm like the token straight guy of a group. I feel like you don't. For whatever reason, I feel like you guys don't put that together. That's not totally true. I'm not the sole individual, but it is one of those things where I'm like, but it's always her. You're always talking about her. And maybe it is, and maybe it's not. Who knows? But no, it is not them. Rest assured, it is not them. I was the token straight guy once, and then I wasn't token anything. Huh? I was the token straight guy once, and then I wasn't token anything. Then I wasn't talking anything? Is that... Then I wasn't token anything. I don't get the pun. Then I wasn't token anything. Is this a Tolkien pun? No. Oh. MJ? Oh my god. Elias says that the next time you see her from us. No, she gets nothing. She doesn't hear anything about any of you. I refuse. I refuse. Oil, that's fire and oil. I'm not doing that. No, that burned forever. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? I thought you were making a play on words. I was like, oh, token? Is this meant to be talking? Like I wasn't talking smack? Like, you know? Fire and oil, and you're a little piece of paper. Oh my god. I'll have you know I'm a big piece of paper. Parchment even. Oh my god. Seems like we'd get along with a gay friend by Nab's reaction. Yeah, too well. So it's never gonna happen. Oh my god. She's a devious individual. A ne'er-do-well on this planet. A drain on its resources. A witch! Oh my god. Nah, she's great. I love her. She's awesome. Oh, but it's too close. You know, I can't be talking to her this in February. You know, Chatters decided last year that was some horrible, awful thing, and that I've committed grave sin, and so I was like, okay, I will never talk about them again. Oh. Happens. Oh wait, no, I don't want to put those in here. I want to put them over here. A witch! Snap, introduce me. No, I don't wanna. No, I refuse. Oh, good gracious. Okay, so I need to make. Oh wait, I didn't grab the iron that I needed. I'm gonna make some bugs. I'm gonna wrap up just by getting some things organized so that we can actually just finish off a build next time. Next stream. So I'm not sure. There's been asks, I should say. So Friday, I'll put a poll in the Discord, because there's been about what we'll play Friday. Because there's been some asks for some things and other things. There's been a number of asks for a couple different things. Some I'm not sure if they were genuine asks or not. So I will put a poll in, and we'll see. We'll see what we end up playing. It's looking like it'll probably be Crusader Kings, but it'll depend. Because I want to play things that people are interested in seeing. Because that is fun. I enjoy getting to do that. You know? Imagine if she found out she had like 20 big fans asking about every stream that she never met or heard of, or never met her. I mean, I'll take the assessment of 20. I'll take that to the bank. 20 active viewers, huh? What is this? 2021? I'm supposed to be going to bed. If Napster Token's straight, we need the way to differentiate between his gay friends. Let us give this particular gay friend a name. What do you all think? No, you don't name it, because then you get then that's how you keep things. No. No bonds nor attachments are forming here, all right? It's not allowed. I'm the only one asking for Crusader Kings, and I'm the only one asking because I'm out for English blood. Oh my god. I mean, you know, you could be out for well, you know, it's newly conquered by William the Conqueror England, you know. Gred might just be like Tolkien, who thought everything went wrong after that happened. I've said this before on stream, but I love that anecdote that I got from a professor of mine that was just while doing doing literary studies on Lord of the Rings. He's like, so you know how there's people who are like, let's make England for the English again. Tolkien kind of felt that way, but when he would say it of let's make England again, he meant like pre-Saxon invasion. He meant like in the year, like, but maybe even before the Romans. So, you know, he thought it all went wrong like 1,000 years ago. And I'm like, oh my god. Tolkien's very interested in that way, just because his writing style is very different in the sense that most fantasy writings will have it that like a greater time has come before, but typically and they do that because it's, you know, that's how there's loot, that's how there's ruins to explore, that's how there's mystery, you know, an ancient civilization of a more powerful mage group or whatever once existed, and yada yada yada, or a forgotten secret. Classic. But Tolkien specifically is of the idea that it's not going to get better. Whereas in a lot of fantasy, it's like, yeah, there was much more powerful before, but we can get there again, or it can be more powerful again, or we can rediscover these secrets. Not for Tolkien. For Tolkien, the world is always becoming a more dead version of itself. Everything is an echo of a much greater event, a much greater battle, a greater war. A far more honorable and glorious war came before this, and before that an even more honorable and glorious war, and everything's a distant echo of what once was. Like the war of the One Ring is pittance in comparison to the wars against the first war against Sauron, which is a pittance against the wars against Morgoth, which each one is trivial compared to its predecessor, you know? And it's very interesting in that, like, the world is like elves are leaving, everything's slowly dying, and everything will fade. The light of the world is fading, you know? And that's a very interesting way to write a series. It's his outlook on real life, which was interesting, but yeah. Let me form parasocial attachments with someone I've never met or even chatted with. Let it be known I was out of English blood before William the Bastard became a conqueror. Is it wrong? The world is way messed up. I mean, I would say it's wrong. Yeah, I would much rather be alive today than any predecessor time. Yeah, I don't really like dysentery. or cholera. You know, I'm pretty happy with the infant mortality rate and modern science and getting to play Minecraft. Like, you know, like it's pretty chill. You know, there's problems. I'm not saying there's not, but I wouldn't want to be born probably any earlier. Shaped by World War I and World War II. Yeah, which both he felt, so World War I he felt was an echo of, I mean, it's that, but also his, like, because he was big into, like, Beowulf and all these other, so, like, he was so into the folklore and legend of old battles and stuff like that, so that stuff too, but even in the way that, like, World War I, the Great War, is an echo of the gallantry supposedly of the Boer Wars, which were a horrible thing that was an echo of what he saw as the gallantry of the further back Imperial Wars, which are back into knighthoods, back into because chivalry and honor he saw as dying perpetually, dying the death of a million cuts, you know. And so there's that element, and just all war was wrong to him as well, like all of it's bad, you know. And World War II is a echo of a worse war than World War I, and yada 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 yada. He was a big anti-industrialist as well. Because he was part of the romantic the romantic field of scholars, meaning like people who were captivated by nature and its beauty and the ideas of like, hey, maybe we shouldn't be building these big old railroads through everything and industrializing a pulp mill in the field, you know, maybe not. I feel I may have misunderstood. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if I'm explaining it super well. I'm kind of just rushing through it. Yeah, okay, so I got this, I got that. Let me make a bunch of buckets, and then I'll fill them with water, and then we'll be good. Too slow to understand a single thing you're saying. AI could also be incomprehensible, King. It could be one or the other. But why did the Lord of the Rings end the way it did then? Seems pretty optimistic ending. Oh, no, it did. No. That's not the ending of Lord of the Rings. No, how it ended in the movie is not. No. The book keeps going. With the Scouring of the Shire. When they get back, which is actually based on World War I, somewhat. When the hobbits are done, the ending of Lord of the Rings is actually deeply tragic. When the hobbits are done, they come back because so Saruman doesn't die at the tower in the books. He's chained. He escapes and he goes off. It's called the Scouring of the Shire, where he enslaves the entirety of the Hobbit society. Fields are burned, people innocent slaughtered, yada yada yada. But they gotta deal with that, which is kind of an allegory for what it was like to come home. After World War I to people, problems were home to, even though they felt, oh, well, maybe once I leave this battlefield, then I'll get to be back into good life. And it was like, oh no, there's still problems. But then even beyond that, it's like the whole element of what you call it? Once the Fellowship splits up, they never get to see each other again. There's never a time they see each other again. Eventually, the dwarves disappear from the world. The hobbits get hunted and enslaved by man as the centuries go on. The elves leave. The magic leaves. Everything it's a sad world as time goes on. In those books, it does not have a good ending. The movie's cut off intentionally a bit early for that reason. I think for the better. I think in part because lots of that, like the enslavement of the hobbits and stuff like that, comes from just notes that we had. So it's in the Silmarillion, but these are notes. So Tolkien never published it. So we don't know if he just wrote it as like a maybe and then decided against it, or if that would have eventually been in a book. Wait, the hobbits get hunted? Yeah. Well, because Middle-earth is Earth. That's what a lot of people don't realize, that Tolkien's world of Middle-earth is meant to just be our world long ago, before all the magic left. And so lots happens to then eventually become our planet as it is and how we know it. And these are stories of old, from long before, when the world was sung into existence and the trees were sprightly, you know? Continents are different though. tectonic plates shift. I mean, we also don't really know that, I should also say. The continents aren't really different because we don't know, that we don't see continents in Middle Earth. All we have of Middle Earth is that one chunk where the west, where one of the western chunks, I'm blanking on the name of that part of the Middle Earth that fell into the sea after the war with Morgoth, which is where one of the Silmarils is lost. But yeah, no, we don't actually see any continents for Middle Earth. We just get that one chunk and it goes off into the east, you know? You've seen a map though? If you've seen a map of like the whole planet, I would say that's probably like just fan made, because the only map that Tolkien ever made, I mean, it could be made by his son, I should say, who did produce further books and stuff like that in that world. But so far as Tolkien ever made, there was only that chunk of Middle Earth, and that's why we don't know anything about like what happened to the Blue Wizards or like what the Land of the East even is. But yeah, the map of Middle Earth is just that one segment, which could be anywhere. That could be like the top of France from it. It could be part of England. I mean, it's probably not. It's probably more of a European continent, given that it's meant to, or a Eurasian continent, given that it's connected to a land of the East. But still, it's interesting. It's a very interesting element to Tolkien. That's like. I could go on and like ad nauseum about like the Silmarils are so interesting. So many elements of Tolkien are interesting for like just the thought concepts they bring up. It's kind of like how one of my favorite, this isn't Tolkien, but one of my favorite thought concepts I think I've ever like just had posed towards me was through like an episode of Star Trek Next Generations, where there's like this godlike character that they meet. And he's racked with guilt for his crimes, and when he tries to explain them, like they're like, "Oh, you killed people," but he's like, "Well, yes and no." Like he prevented a species that had once existed. He used his powers to prevent from having ever existed. So he's like, in effect, I killed like billions of people, but not a single drop of blood was spilled. They just never existed, but their deaths are still on his hand. Not Q, a different being, but a being like Q. I'm forgetting his name. But anyway, his whole moral quandary is, and like Starfleet and Picard's quandary is like, we don't even have a name for what that kind of a crime is. Like that's a crime so beyond the capability of mortals and humanity. Like what do you even, because it's not genocide, because technically they never existed. But then you still knowingly prevented their like it's this whole, I think it's a very interesting, I love concepts of divinity. Which I don't have the time to get into. I really wish I did, actually. I spent the past 3 weeks diving into like what divinity means to me, like in like to develop gods for a D&D world that I run, develop them further. I talked a little about this on one stream, but like the philosophical thought experiments of like what is and isn't divinity. I don't mean in like an Abrahamic like Christendom type deal. Like that's not what I mean when I say divinity. Potenticide from potential. Oh, I don't know if that's like, if that's something you just made up. That is sick. That is based. That is a sick use. That is that's what that's genuinely, that's cracked. That's awesome. I am being so for real, because yeah, it's like, yeah, what do you even like? And I love that, yeah, they grapple with the idea of like, but is that even a crime? Like at what level does that even, isn't it obvious? Well, I suppose you could say that, but I don't know. But that's the thing, is like, were they potential? Technically anything's potential, you know what I mean? Like, is it a crime to have prevented something from ever existing? Possibly, maybe, I don't know. I can't do that. It's not something we can do, you know what I mean? It's a genocide of potentiacide. But that's the thing, is like, is that a crime in the way that like, until you've committed a crime in our own legal systems, you can't be tried for it because you haven't done it. And so if they never existed, you never wiped them out. Like it's this retconicide. Okay. My DM has a habit of accidentally adding in unknowably powerful entities into D&D campaigns on a whim based. boyfriend to home. Both are here. Yippee! Well, on that note, I think the fact, I think he's doing it knowingly. Oh my god. I think the fact is doing so knowingly. Yeah, I suppose, but I guess what is, like, that's the thing, is nobody else would know it, you know what I mean? And that was his qualm in the show. He's like, nobody else knows that I did this because he's a godly being. And so it's like, changing time and past, like, is that a problem, you know? Prevent trillions from ever coming into existence. True, it does. But anyway, gang, I'm sorry that I have to end a little early, but I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. Grant, I hope you get some sleep, feel better. And I'll see you guys on Friday at the very latest. All right, Jet boy. Bye, Jet boy. Bye. Bye, Jet. Bye.